Have you ever felt a subtle pressure to reveal more than you're comfortable with, especially as you get older? Perhaps a casual question about your savings, or a seemingly innocent inquiry into your health that leaves you feeling exposed. It's a painful reality that sometimes, even those closest to us, our dearest friends and even family, can unintentionally, or sometimes quite directly, cross boundaries that diminish our peace and independence. We often believe that complete openness is a virtue, that sharing everything builds stronger bonds. But what if I told you there are certain aspects of your life, certain secrets, if you will, that are best kept sacred, private, and solely within your own keeping, not out of dishonesty, but out of a profound respect for your own well-being, your autonomy, and your peace of mind? In this video, we're going to explore 5 incredibly important areas, 5 personal secrets that, while they might seem innocent to share, can actually lead to unnecessary stress, misplaced expectations, or even compromise your independence as you navigate this wonderful stage of life. Understanding why keeping these things to yourself is so vital can truly transform your relationships and your sense of inner calm. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise you, what we discuss today will offer a surprising shift in perspective, one that could significantly enhance your golden years. So, let's dive right in. Beginning with the first secret that many of us, perhaps unconsciously, tend to overshare, only to find ourselves in uncomfortable situations down the line. This is your precise financial worth and your detailed inheritance plans. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but these are my children, my closest friends. Shouldn't I be transparent and in an ideal world? Perhaps. But the reality is, money can be a complicated subject, even amongst the most loving families. When you disclose the exact amount of your savings, your pension, or the value of your assets, you inadvertently open the door to a whole host of potential issues. Suddenly, well-meaning but often misinformed advice might start flowing in about how you should invest, how you should spend, or even how you should save. Friends might suddenly remember that small loan they need, or family members might start to make assumptions about what they are entitled to and when. It's a sad truth that sometimes the simple knowledge of your financial standing can inadvertently shift the dynamics of a relationship, introducing elements of expectation, jealousy, or even a sense of entitlement that simply wasn't there before. Think about it: if a grandchild knows the exact sum you're planning to leave them, might that subtly influence their decisions, or even create a feeling of waiting for something, rather than building their own way? Or what if a dear friend, struggling with their own finances, sees your comfortable position and feels a new level of discomfort or envy they never experienced before? The details of your will, specifically who gets what and how much, are truly for you, your legal counsel, and the executor of your estate. Sharing these specifics while you are still alive can create resentment between beneficiaries, spark debates, and even lead to rifts that never heal. It puts unnecessary pressure on you, as you might feel obligated to defend your choices or justify your decisions to people who, frankly, don't need to know the intricate details. You've worked hard for what you have, and you deserve the peace of mind that comes with knowing your financial future is securely in your hands. Managed by you, for you. Of course, you should have a will, and discuss your general wishes with your children or trusted loved ones, so they aren't completely in the dark. But the specific figures, the precise percentages, the exact plans for the family home, these are details that often serve you best when kept private. It protects you from unsolicited demands, from subtle manipulations, and from the burden of managing others' expectations about your money. It's about maintaining your independence and preventing financial stress from creeping into your most important relationships. By keeping these sensitive financial details close to your chest, you ensure that your relationships remain based on love, respect, and genuine connection, rather than being tainted by monetary considerations. It allows you to give generously when you choose to, without any underlying sense of obligation or expectation. Now, moving on from our finances, let's turn our attention to another deeply personal area where openness, while seemingly virtuous, can sometimes become a burden. This leads us to the second secret. You might want to reconsider sharing the specific details of your health struggles and medical diagnoses. When we're facing a health challenge, it's natural to want to confide in those we trust. And certainly, seeking support from a close confidant or two can be incredibly beneficial. However, there's a fine line between sharing for support and oversharing to the point where your health issues become your defining characteristic in the eyes of others. Think about it. Once you tell everyone the exact name of your condition, the latest symptom you're experiencing, or the precise details of your last doctor's visit, you invite a deluge of well-meaning, but often overwhelming and contradictory advice. Suddenly, everyone's a doctor. You'll hear about miracle cures, strange diets, and treatments that worked wonders for their cousin's neighbor's friend. While these suggestions might come from a place of care, they can quickly become exhausting and add to your stress rather than alleviating it. Worse still, constantly discussing your ailments can lead to pity, or worse, a feeling that others see you primarily as a patient rather than the vibrant, multifaceted individual you are. It can make you feel defined by your illness, rather than just experiencing it. You might find yourself constantly asked for updates, or people looking at you with concern, even when you're feeling perfectly fine. This can be incredibly draining, and it can prevent you from truly living in the present and enjoying your life. Your health journey is deeply personal. Of course, share what is necessary with those who are actively involved in your care or who provide direct support. But beyond that, you have every right to decide how much, or how little, information you disclose. Focus your conversations with friends and family on your interests, your joys, your plans, and your general well-being, rather than becoming a walking medical chart. It helps you maintain a sense of optimism, to focus on the positive aspects of your life, and to truly engage in meaningful conversations that aren't centered around your physical challenges. Protecting these details allows you to manage perceptions, preserve your privacy, and maintain a healthier mindset, focusing on your life rather than just your conditions. It empowers you to navigate your health journey on your own terms, with dignity and peace, without the constant influx of unsolicited advice or the burden of others' anxieties. We've talked about safeguarding your financial peace and protecting your medical privacy. Now, let's navigate the delicate dance of family dynamics, which brings us to the third secret many seniors often find themselves revealing, sometimes to their regret. This is your deeply personal opinions about family members' life choices or specific private grievances. It's so easy, isn't it, to fall into the trap of complaining about one child to another, or expressing your disapproval of a grandchild's chosen career path, or even sharing long-held resentments about something that happened decades ago. We often think we're just venting or seeking solidarity, but sharing these intimate, often critical, opinions about one family member with another can be incredibly damaging. It creates what's known as triangulation, where you put an innocent third party in an uncomfortable position, forcing them to take sides or feel caught in the middle. It can erode trust, cause lasting rifts, and infuse a sense of negativity into family gatherings that is hard to shake. Imagine telling your daughter how much you dislike her brother's new partner, or expressing your disappointment to one grandchild about another's lack of ambition. These words, once spoken, can't be unsaid. They become seeds of discord, growing into resentments that might not even involve you directly, but are a direct result of your shared opinions. You might feel relief in the moment by getting something off your chest, but that fleeting relief often comes at the cost of long-term family harmony. Furthermore, airing grievances about the past, especially those that are deeply personal and perhaps unresolved, can prevent true healing. While it's important to acknowledge your feelings and perhaps even work through them with a professional or the person directly involved, constantly replaying old hurts to a general audience just keeps the wound fresh. It can make you seem stuck in the past or create an impression of negativity that overshadows your present joy. Your family relationships are precious, and they thrive on respect, understanding, and a willingness to let minor disagreements go. This isn't about being dishonest or bottling up your feelings entirely. It's about exercising discretion and choosing your battles wisely. If you have a genuine concern or a serious grievance, it should be addressed directly with the person involved, in a calm and respectful manner, or perhaps discussed with a trusted, neutral advisor like a therapist or spiritual leader. But broadcasting your private judgments or past hurts to other family members or friends only serves to create division and discomfort. Focus on building bridges, not walls. Choose to see the good, celebrate their successes, and offer support when genuinely needed, rather than commentary or criticism. By holding back on these sensitive opinions and past grievances, you act as a steady, unifying force in your family, preserving peace and ensuring that your relationships are built on love and acceptance, not judgment or old wounds. It protects your own emotional well-being too, as constantly dwelling on negative opinions or past hurts can be incredibly draining and prevent you from fully enjoying the present moment. Understanding the power of discretion in family matters can truly elevate your relationships. And speaking of relationships, sometimes the most important one is the one you have with yourself. And that leads us to our fourth secret: your exact daily routines or plans for alone time and leisure. Now, this might sound a bit peculiar at first. Why would your personal schedule be a secret? Well, it's not about being mysterious, but about protecting your precious time, your personal space, and your autonomy, which become increasingly valuable as we age. When you reveal the precise details of your daily rhythm, I'm always home for lunch at 1 p.m. Or, I always watch my favorite show at 7 p.m. Or, I always go for my walk at 9 a.m. You inadvertently invite interruptions. Friends might feel perfectly comfortable dropping by unannounced because they know you're always there. Family members might schedule calls or visits without consulting you, assuming your time is always open and flexible. The line between your private time and time available to others becomes blurred, and you can quickly find yourself feeling overscheduled, obligated, or simply drained because your quiet moments have been invaded. Maintaining a sense of personal space and unstructured time is crucial for our mental and emotional well-being, especially as we get older. These are the moments when we can truly relax, pursue hobbies, reflect, or simply do nothing at all without guilt. If everyone knows your precise movements, it makes it harder to say no gracefully without feeling the need to over-explain or invent an excuse. You might feel a subtle pressure to always be on call or available, even when you desperately need a moment to yourself. This isn't about being antisocial or pushing people away. It's about setting healthy boundaries. You are not obligated to fill every moment with external interaction, nor are you obligated to report your every movement. Being pleasantly vague about your schedule, saying "I'm usually around" instead of "I'm home every Tuesday afternoon," or "I'm having a quiet morning" instead of "I'm meditating from 8 to 9 a.m., gives you the flexibility you need. It allows you to protect your energy, to be spontaneous, and to engage with others on your own terms, not theirs. It reinforces the idea that your time is valuable and that you have agency over how you spend it. This quiet assertion of your independence, by not oversharing the minutiae of your daily life, allows you to cherish and protect those essential moments of solitude and leisure that contribute so profoundly to your overall happiness and sense of calm. It's about creating a personal sanctuary in your day, a space where you can simply be, without external demands or expectations. We've covered a lot of ground. from guarding your financial privacy to nurturing family harmony and protecting your precious personal time. Now, let's delve into a more internal, perhaps even spiritual, aspect of your life that deserves to be held closely, often only within your own heart. This is our fifth and final secret: your personal feelings about major past regrets or unresolved family dynamics. As we age, we naturally reflect on our lives. We look back at choices we made, opportunities missed, and relationships that didn't quite turn out as we hoped. It's a normal part of the human experience. However, there's a difference between internal reflection and constantly airing these deeply personal regrets or endlessly replaying old, unresolved family feuds to anyone who will listen. While sharing our experiences can sometimes be helpful, especially with a professional therapist or a deeply trusted, non-judgmental friend, consistently bringing up past regrets with friends and family can become a heavy burden for them. It might invite well-meaning but ultimately unhelpful advice, or worse, judgment. It can also reopen old wounds for you, preventing you from truly moving forward and finding peace in the present. You might be seeking empathy or validation, but what you often receive is pity, or a sense that you are stuck in the past. For example, if you constantly bring up a mistake you made decades ago that you still regret, or if you repeatedly rehash an old argument with a sibling that is long past, it doesn't serve to heal. It serves to perpetuate the pain. It can make you seem defined by your past, rather than by the rich, wise person you are today. The same goes for unresolved family dynamics that are deeply entrenched. Sometimes, certain family issues simply cannot be fixed through conversation, especially if the other parties are unwilling or unable to engage constructively. In such cases, constantly talking about them just stirs up old hurt and prevents you from finding a way to live peacefully with the unresolved issue, rather than being consumed by it. It's a difficult truth, but not all past issues need public airing to be healed. For some, the healing comes from within, through acceptance, forgiveness of self and others, or simply letting go of the need for resolution. This might involve journaling, meditation, or seeking counsel from a professional who can help you process these emotions without inadvertently burdening your loved ones or creating an endless cycle of revisiting pain. Your inner peace is paramount. By choosing to process these deep-seated regrets and unresolved dynamics privately, or with a professional, you protect your present relationships from being overshadowed by the shadows of your past. You allow yourself to truly live in the moment, to appreciate the beauty of today, and to cultivate a sense of inner calm that comes from moving forward, rather than constantly looking back. This isn't about denial. It's about strategic self-preservation and fostering true emotional liberation. So, we've explored the profound power of keeping certain aspects of your life private: your detailed finances, specific health battles, deeply held opinions on family choices, your precious personal time, and those lingering past regrets. Each of these secrets isn't about being dishonest, but about nurturing your independence, safeguarding your peace, and allowing you to truly thrive. Think of these as personal treasures, valuable precisely because they are not endlessly circulated or put up for public debate. Holding them close gives you agency, reduces unnecessary stress, and protects the integrity of your most cherished relationships. It's about building boundaries that allow love and respect to flourish, rather than being stifled by expectations, unsolicited advice, or emotional burdens. You've spent a lifetime learning, growing, and experiencing the world. Now, as you enjoy this incredible chapter, you have the wisdom and the right to define your own comfort levels, to choose what information serves you best when kept private. Remember, dear friend, as you navigate these beautiful golden years, asserting your boundaries and choosing what to share is not selfish. It's an act of profound self-love and wisdom. Small shifts in how you manage this personal information can make an immense difference to your daily happiness and your overall sense of autonomy. You have earned the right to live your life on your own terms, with peace and dignity. I'm so curious to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever experienced a situation where sharing too much led to discomfort? Or perhaps a time when keeping something private truly protected your peace? Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your wisdom helps all of us, and your stories can inspire others who might be grappling with similar situations. If this conversation has resonated with you, and you found value in these insights, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more people who could benefit from these discussions. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to our channel. We're here to bring you more content designed to help you live your fullest, happiest life at every age, focusing on practical advice and a positive outlook. Joining our community means you'll never miss out on valuable insights that can genuinely improve your well-being and sense of independence. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, your golden years are a time for growth, joy, and profound self-discovery. Embrace your wisdom, protect your peace, and live your best life every single day.